We've seen this on whose channel?
Tim Watson, the king of all things
spades.
Spades in backpacking. Leave no trace principle says that you have to dispose, when in the wilderness, of human solid waste, i.e. poo to you and me, in a cut hole dug to 6 to 8 inches deep and about 200 feet off the trail, water sources, or established campsites. There's 6 inches.
Believe it or not, lads.
Well, most people bring a trowel for the purpose because it's very hard to dig a hole that deep with anything other than a purpose tool. We had lost our original trowel on a backpacking trip and we needed to buy a replacement in a hurry, which is why we didn't hang around waiting for the juicer spade to become affordable. We found this instead, which is in fact the Vargo titanium dig tool, which probably can't be read from this distance, so you've got to take our word for it.
When we bought this, we couldn't get the ace of spades because it was around $70 in the UK. But now we can, but we've got one anyway. And you can see the teeth along there. It can also be used as a spare peg if you lose one.
Yeah, because it's got little grooves up here where you can, you know, put your tent
guideline,
thank you. Those stringy things you keep your tent up with can go through, and we have already had to use this once in a stormy setup where our tent peg just went flying into oblivion in the night and we couldn't find it during the dark, so we actually used this as a replacement tent peg once already, which is why it's a little bit bent out of shape. So it does that job quite well as well.
35 grams or 1.2 ounces.
One tip we picked up from Tim Watson is he said that when you start digging the outline of the hole, to use the trowel this way around, which doesn't seem to make a lot of sense at first, and then only use it like in the sort of traditional spoony kind of shape when you're actually lifting the soil out. But I've found that with all these flimsy titanium things, these edges are quite sharp, and when you do it this way around, the sharp edges do not cut into your hand at all. I can put a lot of pressure on this without hurting. This way around, it cuts in straight away. There we have it. That's a hole about 6 inches deep.
Unlike most people, we don't know what 200 feet is.
Yeah, so we thought we'll do a little experiment and show you what that distance actually looks like.
It's a lot there, didn't you expect?
Yep. So we have set the GPS to be, where is it? There, 73 meters distance from where we are at the moment. So Brian's going to walk now until he hits that point, until that number here goes to 0. Okay. Bye. Bye. So this is how far 200 feet is. This is the distance that you should be away from a water source, the camp or the trail, to do your business according to the leave no trail principles. This is quite a distance. Just a tiny brine in the distance. He's got bored and wanders off, but yeah. That's quite an eye-opener, I must say.